Stars in the Trash is more than just a platformer. It's a lovingly crafted ode to classic animation and a heartwarming tale of a mischievous cat's journey. Developed by a small team with evident passion, this game is a visual feast that blends nostalgic charm with engaging gameplay. As someone with a soft spot for stray animals, particularly cats, the game resonated deeply with me, making the experience both enjoyable and personally touching. The game immediately captivates with its stunning, entirely hand-drawn art style reminiscent of vintage animated films. Every frame rendered in watercolor-inspired hues exudes an old-world charm that is both visually breathtaking and technically impressive. The fluid frame-by-frame animations bring the world to life, making each movement feel deliberate and impactful. It's clear that an immense amount of care and dedication went into creating every visual element, from the character designs to the detailed backgrounds. The attention to detail is astounding, making the game feel like an interactive piece of art. This artistic dedication is especially impressive considering the small team behind the project, underscoring their commitment to delivering a visually arresting experience. Players take control of a nameless house cat who, after a spat with another pet, embarks on an adventure into the outside world. The initial escapades are lighthearted and whimsical, but the tone shifts as a kennelman begins to pose a more sinister threat. The game masterfully balances this shift in tone, keeping the player invested in the cat's quest for safety and comfort. This narrative is enhanced by the game's platforming mechanics. While not overly complex, the challenges are enjoyable and serve the overarching story, feeling like a natural part of the narrative rather than disconnected obstacles. The gameplay is satisfying, with smooth and responsive controls that make navigating the world a genuine pleasure. Even simple actions like walking through the city feel visually rewarding. The inclusion of combat, like a memorable boss fight involving a vacuum cleaner, adds further variety. The game, consisting of 10 levels, can be completed in approximately 2 to 3 hours, depending on skill. The gameplay itself is straightforward, but the engaging story and captivating visuals keep the experience fresh throughout. However, Stars in the Trash does have a few minor flaws. Transitions between gameplay segments or after a game over are abrupt, often using an ink splotch effect. This can be repetitive and occasionally jarring, disrupting the otherwise smooth flow. A more significant issue is the lack of a mid-level save function. This means that quitting the game before completing a level requires restarting it from the beginning. This, combined with levels not always saving correctly, which can lead to replaying sections that have already been completed, makes it frustrating for players who prefer to play at their own pace. Despite these technical quirks, Stars in the Trash is a delightful experience that showcases the beauty of hand-drawn animation. It's a game that clearly loves classic cartoons and offers a unique, visually stunning platforming adventure. The combination of charming art style, solid gameplay mechanics, and a touching narrative makes this a worthwhile title for fans of platformers, animation enthusiasts, and of course, cat lovers. While it would benefit from a more robust save system, the game's charm and artistry make it a gem that is easy to recommend, and with a little polish could quickly become a modern classic. It's a testament to what can be achieved with passion, creativity, and a deep love for the art form. Stars in the Trash appears to be a game that has resonated deeply with those who have played it, often evoking strong emotional responses. It's consistently praised for its stunning hand-drawn art style, drawing comparisons to classic Disney animation and the work of Don Bluth. The visual presentation, including the animation and even the menu design, seems to be a major highlight, with many describing it as a masterpiece. The game is particularly enjoyed by those who are fans of cat-themed games, with several noting that the game seemed to be created by pet owners. The protagonist, a cat, is repeatedly described as endearing and charismatic, with its personality shining through in its animations and interactions. The game's story is consistently described as heartfelt and emotional, with some players stating it took them on an emotional roller coaster. Despite its short length, the narrative is viewed as impactful, with some reviews showing that the ending scene is particularly moving and memorable. Several reviews speak about the strong emotional connection with the game and its story. Gameplay-wise, the game is a platformer that integrates action, exploration, and some light puzzles. However, opinions on the gameplay seem to be more divided. Some reviewers are forgiving of any flaws due to the immense effort required in the art production. Some find the platforming satisfying, however, others have described the gameplay as a bit clunky. A specific criticism regarding gameplay focuses on the small trigger target areas for objectives. It is also mentioned that at times, the game may require creating your own narrative, and there is a sense of disconnect from the world. Some state that the game's story feels like a day in the life of a cat, which does not give a strong motivation for the actions you are taking, and this could be improved. The game's technical performance seems to be sound, with it running flawlessly on the Steam Deck. Despite the positive response, there's a notable critique concerning accessibility, the presence of intense flashing lights in one particular scene. There is a plea to include an option under accessibility to turn off the flashing lights or replace it with another visual cue. Overall, Stars in the Trash is seen as a beautiful artistic game with a heartfelt story, recommended to those who love pets and are interested in a short emotional experience. It's viewed as a testament to the power of indie development, showcasing creativity and innovation. While there are some minor complaints about the gameplay and the lack of accessibility options regarding flashing lights, the game is considered a worthwhile experience. Many express anticipation for future projects from the Valhalla Cats team, hoping to see more work in this same vein.